on the blessed side. From the east side to the west side to the north side to that south side. Straight about the A, but we worldwide. Two goddesses, one guy. Spit Visine for your third eye. Clear away all the grind. Just tune in and turn up. Let out that word of mine.
Information is the key to getting better. Word of mine. We can build this community together. Word of mine. But we gon' take you there. Better beware. Yeah.
Trey Grizzly.
We do it 'cause we can.
Yeah. Welcome back to another wonderful Tuesday here at IBNX Radio. Word of Mine Tuesday. What's up, Nine?
Hey.
How was the weekend? I said I'ma ask you now.
It was a good weekend. I hiked at Mikola Falls.
Duh.
And I had a party. I went to a party.
Yeah, I was there too.
Yeah, that was dope.
Hey, look. Oh wait, what else you do?
Yeah, that's about it. It was
You
something
had
else
some.
I can't remember.
Okay, minus the secret stuff. Okay, that's what's up. Stuff you don't want to put out there. Big group parties and stuff. Wink, wink. Anyway, you might have to liven it up now.
Lively up.
You starting to say the same thing every week now.
What'd I say?
Hiking and hanging.
No.
We ain't heard no craziness. Oh, I went diving in Australia this weekend.
Yeah,
We
right.
ain't heard none of that off stuff. Man, it must be the season change.
Yeah, that's it.
Uh-huh.
Trying to focus.
Y'all, if y'all hear big surprise, dun dun dun, 9 is a little snuffly today.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, you see, y'all have to know 9 to know. 9 don't get sick, as we all know. The goddess herself.
Yeah, I never get sick, but shit.
That's all she can say. Hey, happened to the best of us. Right?
I felt it coming, and then I took a vitamin C pill.
She said, I felt it coming.
Right. I drank like a pineapple juice, and I was like, you know what, it'll be all right. Okay. And it just crept up on me.
So what's 9's remedy for what's going on?
Time and no food.
You got to fast?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part.
Okay.
That's how I do it. You know, a little pineapple juice. I'm eating like small stuff. I ate
how long did it take?
An apple and some soup today. I mean,
the more you talk,
the more weird it sounds.
The more stuffy you get.
Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm not talking much today.
No, bull crap.
A good reason for me to be
you
quiet.
You gonna be sounding like Snuffleupagus today by the time we done. Yeah.
I'm eating cinnamon now. Some little cinnamon candy trying to.
I
don't know this.
Y'all. So anyway, enough banter. We're gonna get into the show today. We're talking about entrepreneurship. What are them sound effects coming out today? They just coming out my mouth. I wonder why. Yep, it got me. Anyway, so we talking about entrepreneurship, starting your own business. So make sure you tuned in. We got Spendify in the building, and when we come back, we're gonna talk to some of the people with Spendify to talk about what they do.
You know what?
What?
I don't know what your song is for today.
You don't?
No.
What? This has been a Trump of a day. It must be Mars in retrograde or something today.
Wait a minute.
Because you is taking L's today.
Wait, what could it be?
What type of debauchery you done did over the weekend got you up here slipping?
I don't know.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to think of what.
You know what? What it is just the fact you let that code take you, or whatever it is, get on you.
You think
now
that's what it is?
Slipping your magic. You got you slipping.
Yeah. I guess.
Hey, like I said, you are improved. She is human, y'all. Or she's susceptible to
okay, now you taking it too far.
Oh, well, I got
you taking shit too far.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, moving on with the song. Yeah, we're going to jump into the song for today. Since she didn't know it, I'm not going to tell it. She's just going to hear it. So, we'll be back, y'all.
Fast cars, that's just a facade. The bridge separates South Beach from my Miami. The real Miami, the MIA way. This is where we hustle. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm hustling. Who you suckers think you're tripping with, yes, I'm the boss. 745, white on white, that's Rick Ross. I keep them wide, I keep them long, I keep them fat. I keep them coming back. What? We keep them coming back. I'm in the distribution, I'm like Atlantic. I got them pretty things flying across the Atlantic. I know Pablo Noriega, the real Noriega. He owe me 100 favors. I ain't petty player, we buy the whole thing. See, most of my homies hustle, they still do the game. My roof back, my money ride. I'm on the pedal, show you what I'm running like. When they snatch black, I cry for 100 nights. He got 100 bodies, serving 100 lives. Every day I'm hustling, 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 every day I'm. We never steal cars, but we hard. Whip it real hard, whip it real hard. I call the charge, I call the charge. Whip it real hard, whip it real hard. Ain't about no funny stuff, still flipping them chickens. I'm on my money stuff, still whipping them Benzes. Major league, who catching because I'm pitching? Go shaking, Seiko just snitching because he finished. I feed them steroids to strengthen up all my chickens. They flying over Pacifics to be specific. Triple C's, you know it's fact. We hold it sacks. So good and gon' rap. Gon' run and tell them that. More cars, more O's, more clothes, more. Every day I'm hustling. 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 Every day I'm. It's time to spin my thrills. Custom spinning wheels. I ain't drove in a week, them shit is spinning steel. Talk about me, cause these suckers scared to talk about me. Killers talking about me. It ain't no talk about me. It ain't no walking around me. See all these killers around me. Around me going down in Dade County. Don't tote no 22s. Cost me 22. Sat it on her 22. La mama super thin. She say she 22. She seen them 22. We in room 222. I touch work like I'm convertible Burt. I got distribution, so I'm converting the work. In the MIA, yo. Rich off, yeah, yo. Yeah, yo. My big hanging, yeah, yo. Every day I'm hustling. 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 Every day I'm.
Hey, we're back. And Teray just asked me for a piece of my Mentos that I have right here. That's cinnamon. That's helping my nasal passage. And I gave it to him, and he bust my whole pack down the middle. He destroyed my wrapper.
Look, you gonna have to explain that better. You got folk thinking I took a whole Mentos pack and just started ripping it in the middle.
I'm gonna leave that to your imagination.
Mentos went flying everywhere.
I'm gonna leave it to your imagination.
No, bump that, y'all.
Or you can tune in to our YouTube channel and see it for yourself. How he just destroyed my packet.
See, that could have been something. If you're not watching, you could have saw right there during the break. Oh well. That's when the funniest stuff seems to happen.
Right. Hey, Keith. Keith Sweat. This guy told me his name was Keith Sweat while I be on commercial break.
Yo, my name is Keith. Hey, good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you were just helping me remember.
Yeah, I was just saying that you remember by saying Keith Sweat.
Oh.
It's kind of funny.
At least he didn't say a cornier one that would have ripped it straight to the point. You know, like Keith, hey, good. Right, wah, 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 wah. It wasn't a joke. I'm saying at least he didn't say that because I probably would have thought some corny and stuff.
So we have Keith Haygood here with us in IBNX Radio, and we just say something, Keith. Go ahead, Tom.
Okay. Hey everybody, my name is Keith Haygood. I'm here with Spendify. Spendify, we are a black tech company based here in Atlanta, and what we've done is leverage technology to help that black dollar circulate. So what we do, we have a website. If you go to spendify.com, You will find over 1,000 businesses nationwide, primarily in Atlanta and New York. And Oakland, California will be launched this week. And you can find anything black, from nail salons to grocery stores to gas stations to tire shops. We got everything that you need.
All right, that's what's up. So, talking about Spendify, what type of business would you say that is? Like, is it like a non-profit? Like, do you guys get profit from?
Yeah,
do people got to pay or anything like that?
Yeah, people definitely have to pay if they want to be on the premium side. We are a startup, so being that we are in the black economic space, we notice that there are a bunch of different types of businesses out there. You have small business, which a startup does start off as a small business, but we consider ourselves a startup because we leverage technology in our business. Something kind of like a Uber, a Google, a Facebook,
right?
Things of that such.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you deal with black businesses. Is that specifically?
Yeah, specifically black businesses. The reason why we chose specifically black businesses is because 8 out of 10 black businesses fail within the first year and a half. A lot of times they fail for lack of marketing, lack of exposure, lack of funds. And on top of that, normally people can only name 1 or 2 black businesses in their town. If I ask you right now to name me about 10 black businesses,
right?
Could you do it? Like,
probably, but it'd take me a long time.
You have to think about it. But Atlanta has over 100 black businesses, so you should be able to name them like that. So we also did a survey, and we found out that 90% of black people, if they knew where to find black businesses, they would go. So we primarily focus on black businesses because we believe if we can raise black businesses and build up our economy, then that'll help the country's economy, which in turn helps the world economy. So we want black businesses on the platform, but from a consumer standpoint, anybody can be a consumer.
Okay.
You know?
Right. That's what's up.
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So spell the site for me.
Spendify is spendefy.com. So SPENDFY.
No, I was about to say, see, that's why I had a problem finding it. I didn't know. See, that's why
the I and the I.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you go in there, you see our logo. That's the Kansa sign. That's the West African Adinka sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, she gonna act. Well, she might already know what that is, because I don't.
And Adinka?
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody explain it to me. You got 2 people here that know it. I don't. Yeah, nobody gonna explain. No.
No, well,
It's a group of West African symbols. It consists of, I want to say, maybe like 80.
Yeah, and our sign that we've chose is actually the sign that represents when you put something out, you put something back in, basically representing group economics. So what we believe is that we can get more consumers to find these amazing black-owned businesses. And notice we say amazing black-owned businesses because we want to get rid of that stigma as well, saying, "Oh, I tried to shop with a black business and they were janky, they did me wrong." So we vet our businesses, so we make sure that they are, on the up and up. And if they're not, we also provide that service as well as, hey, let's get you a Facebook page. Let's, do what we have to do to get you to be a viable business. So we definitely want black businesses to win. We want those consumers to use them. So, hey, we can keep that dollar within our community and circulate it more than once or twice, then it'll definitely help everybody.
That sounds like a BBB. Better Business Bureau for black businesses right there.
Basically, I mean, you said it yourself, man. When you think about Spendify, definitely want to think about black economics because we're more than just that directory. Like you said, like the BBB, we have information for people. We also can provide leads for people if they want to grow their business. I mean, the platform is amazing. We tell stories specifically on there. So when you become a premium customer, like he's showing you right now, you become a premium customer, you'll see the HD photos, you'll see the HD stories, and that's a little bit different from what you'll get from Google and Yelp. If you just go on there and look for a business, we'll tell you why that business got started. It gives you a little personal touch.
Okay. Okay. So today we're actually talking about small businesses, entrepreneurship, especially with a special focus on black businesses, because like you said, that's one of the areas that really need the help and the exposure. I agree with that statement that majority of the time it's lack of knowing, and the second coming up to that was what you said in the end is people black businesses having that reputation of not being great.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? One of the things we need to talk about when it comes to that is from the black business standpoint, or just any small business or starting business standpoint, what people don't understand about small businesses sometimes when you complain about price, in a small business of any kind, it's going to be a bit higher because they have more overhead, and that's the whole point of supporting small business.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to get Walmart prices, you got to be a Walmart type of chain and brand all over the world, next door to each other. So
yeah,
it just kind of comes with it, and people have to understand that. But
yeah, that's the biggest thing. I mean, we discussed that in the office a lot too. When it comes to black economics, if you want the prices to be better, shop more. Like that's just an economical thing. I mean, of course, I'm gonna have to charge you a little bit more if I don't have that many customers coming in. But if I have a lot more customers coming in, then my price is gonna be a little bit lower.
Right.
Plus, think about it too. If you're driving out of your way to go to a different place, you're wasting gas. But you can just go to your local black business, walk to it, and you're gonna pay the same amount of money. So we just have to think as a group
Right.
economics. I mean, Asians do it all the time.
yeah, anybody, any of the communities, and that's what we were talking about the other day, last week, is we lack strength in the community, as a black community, is sticking together like, say, the Koreans or the Asians, I should say, and pretty much every other culture here, especially in America, the Indians, Middle Easterners, they all kind of have communities that they stick to and look out for, and still work around in the world like everybody else. The problem is we need to learn how to really get a hold on that and have that mentality to work as a community again. And I think that will
I
help.
think that when we do, if you do have a black neighborhood with a black community with black business owners, and Ming Lee is granted the opportunity to come and put a store in our neighborhood, and the white guy is granted the opportunity to put a food chain in our neighborhood, and you have all these other people owning it, it's not the same. You don't have Africans going into Chinatown setting up shop. You don't have Vietnamese going, you don't have Americans going up on Beaufort Highway setting up shop. Their communities are solely their communities, but our communities are full of foreign invaders who take our money for us. I know a black man that owns a grocery store, a gas station, and right across from his gas station is an Indian guy. But you're not going to go up into that Indian community up in Johns Creek or wherever a vast population, Roswell, of Indians live, and see a black man with a gas station up there. You understand? Right. So they're able to keep they have, groups and policies, and they're voting, and they're voting for the things that matter, like who's going to be our council member, to keep all of these things there, and we don't have that.
Yeah, I mean,
we don't have that, and we don't have that because of the way our cities are built. Now, I can go all deep off into that too, but it's not that we don't have these places in our black communities where we would have had them. We have competition from people that have monopolies in other places that can get those cheaper prices. So if I got to choose between going right here to this little Vietnamese beauty supply store versus going to your general store, I can go over here because they have a monopoly on all the shit they get from overseas anyway. That we don't have, and because we are already poverty stricken and we can't get good jobs, and we don't have the extra money to spend because we're underpaid, we can't go and shop with our people because we don't have the damn money to do so. So it's systematically built that way against us.
Yep.
But black people out here got money, and we will buy black. I used to say that about the grocery stores and why we buying all the bullshit, but I go in Whole Foods that's on Boulevard and see a whole bunch of hood ass people shopping in Whole Foods. You know why? Because it's in their neighborhood to do so. So don't act like we don't do it, but you, based off demographics, you won't put this shit in our neighborhoods.
Yep. And that's he said himself too, like, and you're saying it too, right? On one level you got community, right? Black people know community. We know the hood, we know each other. On the other end, it's the culture. Like you said, other communities have a sense of culture where it's like, hell, they don't even buy houses until they're married in some cultures. Some cultures, you can't even leave a house until you get a job. So us as black people, we definitely have to start defining our culture. So like you said, if Ming Lee does put up a shop, our culture tells us that I don't care if it's $5 cheaper. I support, people support teams, like, they don't even wear another jersey because it's like, I don't give a fuck if the Lakers losing. I'm still going to put on my Lakers jersey. That's how we need to be with black businesses. Like, I don't care if Ming Lee's right there. I'm going to pay an extra $10 to him this black business, because you have to know how economics work, and black businesses also have to get back into the community. That way people can see, okay.
So we can see that dollar circulating in our community again. Because if you go into a Jewish community, their dollars are circulating hundreds of times before it come up out of their community.
Exactly.
Almost a year before it leaves their community. Because they own the dentist office right here. They own the grocery store right here. They own the movie theater. You understand? And they have that in other communities. In our communities, then you may have a black dollar circulating once or twice. Nowadays, 2 and 3 times before it leaves out. But let me tell you something. Our communities are not clearly defined because we live inner city.
Yep.
You understand? It's so much that goes into it. So there are different types. If you got black and white people in your neighborhood, you go in the Indian communities, they are Indian communities. You go into Mexican communities, they are Mexican communities.
Yeah.
And so the majority of the people there are of that background. But if you live in the inner city, you don't have that type of control. And so, technically speaking, a long time ago, culturally, it was neighborhood defined. Because this was a Chinese neighborhood, this was a black neighborhood, this was a white neighborhood. So you just keep your money in your community because the tax dollars, everything is there. Right. And if you own all the businesses there, of course, it's going to circulate in that neighborhood or in that community. But we don't have our own communities.
Right.
So when we get our own communities, then it'll be easier for us to circulate that dollar.
Yeah, we definitely do that. And like I said, and also with education too, because you have to know how economics works. You have to know how to build a community, and what we have to do is teach each other. Basically, we have to love each other again. Like, we have to realize that I love being black, so I don't mind buying black, and I don't mind living in the community, because like you said with the community, my dad remembers a time where the janitor lived right next door to the doctor, so even the janitor's kids would see a black doctor. Nowadays, especially in Atlanta is like number 2 or number 3 in America for the biggest wealth disparity. You have the richest and the poorest people living right next door to each other, where most of the black people who are rich, they're coming up to Johns Creek and Alpharetta, and they're just in like little pockets, like 1 or 2 or 3 people here. Nah, those people need to be back in the hood, back to an area that would be ours, that they can control.
We all move to, kind of how they were doing with South Fulton.
Yeah,
anybody with money now lives in South Fulton. You can find everybody lives there, and if we keep doing that, and then start buying businesses in those communities, then you create that, and then you have a good blend of of people. You have a black community.
College, that's Old National right there too, College Park, and
all the way down Old National,
Fayetteville,
or down South Fulton, all the way down South Fulton, and unincorporated Fulton County. It's called.
Okay,
a lot of, what I'm saying, a lot of black people, a lot of black people with money, doctors, lawyers. I'm talking about mayors. All in.
It's strategic, man. We gotta be strategic. Like, the only reason why I know all this stuff because I'm a avid researcher. Like, that's also my role on the job. Like, we research heavy. These people, Jewish folks, Asian people, even Hispanic people, Saturdays and Sundays after school, after work, they're meeting, talking about what's next in the community, talking about, okay, what we're gonna do is start. You can know. Matter of fact, y'all from Atlanta. I've seen Buford Highway. You've seen when those little grocery stores kind of started off a little dusty. They started off a little small. Now they are torn down, rebuilt, and now they're like legit grocery stores. Over the course of 5 years, that was a plan. Black people, we have to come together somewhere, come up with a plan, and then keep it our plan. See, other cultures can do that because that language barrier.
Thank you.
You ride down the street. I know I've seen them Korean banks, so hey, I don't know what it is, but it's the bank because it says bank at the end, but all the stuff in the front, it could be saying, man, we give money away, bank. You don't know what it says. Right. We have to figure out what's going to be our, we got so Europeanized and westernized. Like, I used to love I love these young kids now. I hear them speak slang and that mumble talking, because I understand it. White people don't understand it. It's like when Lil Jon came up with that skeet, 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 right? They didn't know what it meant. It was all on the radio. And when they found out what it meant, it was like, oh, take it off the radio. Like, we have to figure out some type of way to codify our culture, put that lock key on it. That's why when you walk into a Hispanic neighborhood, they all look at you and they all start talking. If you don't know what they're saying, you set up. Versus when you come in our neighborhood, we're flat out telling you, yeah, what we about to do is we all gonna move down the street. We're all gonna buy it. Now they listening, and now let's get over there and buy this land before they move over there. So we gotta be strategic with it, and I think that we're moving in that land, that space. Everybody's smart, technology's growing. Meet individuals like yourself, seeing the station like this, it kind of gives me a lot of hope. Mixed with Spendify, mixed with the young movement. We're in that space. We're in that time. So
right. And just to piggyback off that, like, besides the language barrier, I think one of the other things that I think and that people, say when it comes to black businesses is we don't have that mentality to stick within our communities as far as not only supporting but pulling up, bringing up. Like, so when, say, like Buford Highway, you see they have pockets of communities on Buford Highway. It's not all Hispanic. You got a pocket Hispanic, you got a pocket Korean, you got a pocket Vietnamese, and it's just, but you see it's pockets. It's not just, you don't see the Vietnamese and the Mexican and the Chinese all in the same area. Somebody buys that plaza, and guess who they're promoting selling it to. They keep it. And I don't know if that would be like a racist. Well, I know what it is everybody hates U.S. so and think they better than us in any Americans. I mean, so anybody coming over here, they want to stick with what they know. I wouldn't even say it's necessarily from a racist standpoint or just I don't like no other races. Just I'm gonna stick with my people.
It's that. Is that also too though? It's the game, man. We have to learn. We talk about this in the office a lot too. We've been meeting with a lot of people who are in the government, right? Mm-hmm. And it's a game when it comes to this thing. Like when they come over here, when you see these contracts that say minority, when you go out and flat out say, "Oh, this gonna be black owned," they gonna hit you with the, "Oh, well, that's racist. That's discriminatory." So you have to look for the minority stuff. What separates them apart is, like you said, somebody with money comes first, looks at the land, look at a plot, buys the plot. After they buy the plot, look at the sign that they put up. Mm-hmm. It's not in English. Mm-hmm. It's in their language. Right. So
even you gotta speak their language.
Exactly.
You know what's for sale.
There's no law that says this has to be English. It's just a law that says you can't say Vietnamese only. So what we have to do is maybe buy a part and on the sign say, "Look, y'all, this for us," and not feel some type of way. See, that's why I feel too. Like sometimes people be so uppity. Like
what I was trying to get at is besides is that the way we think, we're so undercut all the time. We're trying to push ourselves up. So we get a business, we like, it ain't just gonna be for black people. I want this to be for everybody. I want everybody. I want the white dollar. That's where the money at. I get it. But nobody else does that. They get their money from there and they keep it their money. We have this mentality where we just want to be like, I want this. I don't want to be a black business. I want this for everybody.
And that's because we have to love our culture. See, the biggest export in America is culture. That's why I like the Global Mall, right? It pops because everybody, like you said, they're not ashamed of being Indian. Mm-hmm. White people go because, I get that Indian experience. It's like when it's a little bit like when drugs is very prolific in the neighborhood, right? And white people will come down and get a rush from buying drugs in the black neighborhood, or get a rush from listening to gangster rap. Like, I don't have to go, but I can hear. Like, if black people would say, "Hey, this is a black business," that way when you walk in, you hear certain music, a white person probably be excited about that. Like, hey, when I go to this dentist office, I hear nothing but country, but I go to this dentist office and I hear Tupac and Biggie. Like, I like that. Like we have to love ourselves enough and just embrace our culture enough to realize everybody wants to be that culture, and but we're so busy trying not to be it. Or try to get away from it, then we're misfiring. It's like a misfire there somewhere. I get exactly what you're saying. And if we learn to love, like, hell yeah, this hip hop. Like, I'm not ashamed to play hip hop loud in my car. This is my music. So when you pull up on the side of me, I'm not gonna feel embarrassed about you pulling up on the side of me, or me saying this or being this, or having a broad nose or curly hair, whatever makes us black. When we stop being ashamed of it and embrace it, then we can see that other people do embrace it. But we too busy.
Right. We've been brainwashed.
That we don't notice that everybody in the world trying to be us.
Right.
You can say whatever you want to say. Everybody in the world want fat lips and pretty brown skin and a big ass and a small waistline and swag and know how to dance and dream in color. No, Kylie Jenner admits it.
Oh yeah.
They admit
she does.
Okay, like they admit it. Ain't that they can.
That's their main business.
Right.
It's evident. I mean, I was just about to say.
Cut on a Toyota commercial nowadays.
Yeah.
Hip hop selling a commercial.
Everywhere. I saw the Sprite commercial and Lil Yachty's in the Sprite commercial. What is he doing in the Sprite commercial? You see? what is Lil Yachty doing in the Sprite commercial? Like, it had it turned. So people love. I mean, it's the culture. We have to embrace it. We have to love it, and then we have to embrace it. We have to control it. That way, it can be approved.
But most importantly, we have to own it.
Right.
Why don't we own hip hop?
Well,
why don't we own that culture? You know what I'm saying? Once we own those things.
See, that's just like that conversation about the inner cities and how they systematically put the house.
Right.
So that's like a whole nother.
When we own that,
why they do.
Then we can monopolize off the fact that they use it or they want it. Then it'll be ours.
Right. Because if we get big enough, they coming.
Well,
right.
technically,
Because in other cultures, every culture has a monopoly on something. Ethiopians have a monopoly on parking. Indians have a monopoly on gas stations.
Right.
Who?
Real talk.
Who? Vietnamese have monopoly on nail shops.
Yeah.
Africans have monopolies on braid shops. Like, you ain't going nowhere seeing nobody else with this.
yeah.
Right.
This is who they are locking
Because they get
down.
it in and then they make
What do we
breaks.
have?
And that's
America
why-
does the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, and we doing it now. I think that's what's going on now with like this independent radio, streaming services. Like that's what's happening now. Is taking more. Look at Chance, right? Not really having a record deal, but going through Apple. So we're kind of trying, like you say, why we don't control hip hop. We're kind of taking it back a little bit because a lot of these young cats, they're not signing
And
these
they're
deals.
getting wise.
They're getting very
when
wise.
the old boy say, you can offer me a partnership.
Yeah,
But you ain't, but you
Dame
give me
Dash,
yeah. But not, I don't want no record deal.
Right.
We
Don't
have a
nobody need
partnership.
them no more.
Right.
You don't need them at all.
And we
I
could
mean-
have been doing it. They've been raping us. They've been taking the money.
And that's where technology comes into play. And that's why we had these conversations, because the more that technology comes into play, the higher that we're going to rise as a people. So on the back end, we just have to be systematic and strategic with it, right? You got your small businesses. Yes, we got to support those. You have people out here who's going to control the culture. You got to support those. And we need these people out here getting these STEM degrees in controlling technology,
Right.
because that's what, like you said with Spendify, the BBB. Eventually, Spendify is going to be like the number one source for black economics because of the technology. We can leverage all of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we have to do. That's what y'all are doing. Look at this. Independent radio. You don't have to go through any other service. We can put out our message, and we get it to the point where everybody knows IBNX Radio is our radio.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then work on some type of technology to make sure we can get it streaming in the cars. You know, that's just the forward type of thinking that we.
Right.
I mean, that's what we are doing. You know,
Right.
and that's what we're doing. But after all of this said and done, we need the economics. We need somebody to say, okay, that's a great idea. We love what you're doing. Now here goes $100 million. Here goes at least $2 million to get
That's
it in
what we need our
production.
athletes to do. That's what we need our basketball
and we-
players and our rappers to do.
And we need it, man. And that's, to me, that's like the last part. That's like the last piece of that puzzle that we missing. Like we don't just have. I mean, it's a reason why they don't do that either, because some of that stuff is in their contract, so they can't. Like now, Kobe's out the game. Now he has a venture capitalist fund. Like they can do that kind of stuff when they get out. You know, LeBron James can do that when he's in control. Like Cleveland's his city. He brought them boys to championship. Now he can do what he wants to do in that city. That's why the mayor wasn't there when the Republicans was there, because LeBron probably told me, hey, you show up there if you want to. I'm probably leaving with money. Like we can start leveraging ourselves, you know.
Right.
But the economics is the key. Like we just gotta invest. We gotta believe in
That
ourselves.
all leads back to the community.
Yeah.
Working together, because as long as it's just we disparagingly doing things, you know, we making achievements, but it's not enough for them for everybody else to, I guess, bring everybody else along to make it. If we had everybody else doing the same thing, it can't be denied.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Or
But we
people
doing
just-
good though.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
doing it.
We doing
We
good.
are.
Like it's a lot of
especially
black
over the last
businesses.
3 years.
And I'm not talking about little bitty business. I'm talking about big companies. We're talking about what's the cake place? They got the cake girls, the cupcake,
Oh, you talking about
There's a bunch of them.
Some of the best.
Cammy cakes.
Oh yeah, Cammy Cakes.
Cammy
Yeah,
cakes.
she's doing.
It's a piece of cake. Like you
Yeah,
got,
that's the
like
two
you got
two big
big
girls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's just on a small level.
She
We're
was
talking
Thompson
about
Hospitality.
HR companies,
This is
IMRG,
it,
and
blowing up.
yeah,
Yeah.
we got black companies. Hey,
H.J. Russell with the construction. Like they
Right.
do a lot of big.
churches, those are companies too. I mean,
And we got to look for those too. Those black-owned franchises.
Right.
You know, like we have to learn that. See, some on this movement towards black freedom and black economic freedom. Sometimes we get a little bougie in ourselves too, but we want it to be 100% black.
Right.
We want to take baby steps right now. If that black man owns a Chick-fil-A, well, let's all go to that Chick-fil-A so that way he can
exactly.
hire more people from the community.
Exactly. You know, one of my major things that I see with people, and I'm like, I don't get it. We don't go to black doctors. Like, I will not go to a doctor that's not black. If you are going to a like why? That's a black business.
Right.
That's a black, like these are entrepreneurs with small practices. startups, little bitty companies. And we won't support them.
When you think
and
about
it's not
it,
like you paying out of
that's
pocket.
the most special specialist that you can have. Like, we're all human and all, a human body, but come on. If you black,
right, and you going to
go
an Indian doctor,
stuff.
or you go, I know people like, oh, I don't deal with black doctors. I don't like that. I'm like, oh, you outside of your mind.
And on top of that too is also the platforms as well, because even if you got insurance, I remember when I got my insurance when I used to have a corporate job, I had my insurance. When I used to go on the platform to find a doctor, black doctors don't even come up at the top of the list. Like, you have to actually click on like each kind of picture to find a black doctor. So that's the other part of it as well. Like, people have to actively want to be, like, we can be strategic. If you got insurance, hell, if you got Obamacare, everybody's supposed to have health insurance. If you got it, find a black doctor and patronize them so they can get some advertising out and say, hey, look, I'm a black doctor here, because truth be told, there's a lot of black dentists and doctors in Alpharetta. We found a lot of them, but see, you wouldn't know because you go on their website.
Because you don't know the look specifically for that. And when you do see one, you know that one person because they put the bid to put in a commercial or something like that. I can tell you one right now. There's in my community. He got a little Jamaican accent and everything. His whole family runs the dentistry, but you see his commercial every day. Dang near. Come on in and have a great smile. You need nice teeth for a great smile. And that's I just gave him a promo. See, without saying his name. See, I can't say your name, man. Come on with the support black business, and I give you some more advertising.
And that's circulate that dollar. See, that's prime example of group economics, right? You go in there and get your teeth clean. You give him $100. Say $100 teeth clean, right? Advertise on this radio station costs $100. Boom. Circulate. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way that it can happen. Or you say it costs $50. Pay $50, but at least you're netting that $50. Like, Walmart ain't gonna give you nothing when you go in there and shop. Right. You get them $50, you walk out, you're done. You know, you're in the community. At least if I'm shopping with you, you shop with me. We understand it on a small level. Like, of course, we all got our person that we buy like the bootlegs from and like the socks from, the shirts from. We do it on a small level. We got to. We have to do it on the grand level.
But it's like I said, disparagingly and spread, or it's not disparagingly, it's spread out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like a community. You know what I'm saying? We just need to
where I can stay in the vicinity. Because a lot of people are looking at, and I've had this argument before. I support black businesses. That's my first priority on as big levels as I can. But then there's certain things like I won't go out of my way for it. Right. It's like this is convenient for me because this is where I pay my tax dollars, and this is where I want my money to come back because this is my community. So I do want it. If my community isn't all black, then hey. But if your community was all black, then guess what? You get both because that's what the Asians are doing. The Asians are not going across town to support their Asians. They're going outside of the door to support those other Asians. Jewish people are not going across town to support other Jewish people. They are staying in their communities, going outside their door to support other Jewish people. When we go outside of our door, we see Vietnamese stores, we see white stores, we see black stores, and so. It's a catch-22 because now if I keep going outside of my neighborhood to support this, then this city is going to thrive and my city is going to perish because the revenue is not coming where I lay my head. See, I'm looking at it from that perspective.
And I'm glad you said that as well because that's the other part of that being strategic community building, right? Sometimes with black-owned businesses and people, it's even small businesses, people always want to think of something new, something innovative. Bro, sometimes you just keep it simple, and we just need a dry cleaner. We just need we need the liquor store. You know, if you want to have it in the community, we need the gas station. We need the food. Like, be simple with it, bro. Like, look outside your window and be like you said, why am I going across town for this when I can just open this in my neighborhood? Like, franchise. Like, we don't look at it from that avenue. We look at it like when you're looking for, which is one of the things which we're going to get into after the break. Matter of fact, let's take the break now because it's time for a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about that and actually, how do you start a business? Word of Mind.
You're not listening to Word of Mind Radio, then you're seriously missing out. Hosts Trey Grizzy and Nine Ether share their perspectives on everything from social issues that affect our communities to relationships and trends that affect us all. Guaranteed to teach you something new. Word of Mind is engaging.
The only way that we can do this is do it together. So I love you.
We all love you for sharing.
Empowering.
Somebody dropped the ball somewhere because we want our kids to forget the struggles that we went through. But the struggles that we went through is what got us to where we are now.
And definitely entertaining.
She probably got one of them wholesome names like Gertrude, but back in the day they called her Gertie.
They call it
Dirty Gertie.
Flirt. Yeah, Dirty Gertie. Flirty
right.
Gertie. You know what I mean?
Oh, y'all are horrible.
Yeah.
Tune in and learn up every Tuesday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on IBNX Radio.
And we are back. So we were talking about what I was saying. Yeah, if we had them together in the community, I don't even remember what I was saying. It was something like that, right? I said it's not that disparagingly. It's just that's what it was. So one of the things is location when you're looking for a business, and when you want to be located where all the money is. Like that's where we go. If I can afford it, I want to be in the best area, and that be the white side of town or this side of town or the rich side of town or whatever. Like right now, if I ask some black businesses if they want to go and get their shop in Lenox or Buckhead, they would probably say hell yeah, because it's where the money is. But think about your product, and if your product is to sell African soaps and incense and all this stuff, like high end maybe or something, is that the best place for you to be? Maybe, because like I said, if you're providing a service that nobody else is providing in that area. But at the same token, if your service is aimed at a certain type of people and that's not their area, you're kind of doing yourself a disservice at the same time.
But see, that's why it's a conscious effort.
Right.
That's why it's a conscious effort to community build. Because if we knew about community building, then it would be a little bit different. So it's not just going to be like we said, for convenience sake. Yeah, I mean, there are going to be businesses that are specialty businesses, but we're talking about building a community where there is not a specialty build. It's just the dry cleaners. It's just the grocery store. It's just the nail salon, and that's all it is. But those we would have to have, like you said, the community. So the people there have to say, okay, if this is an Asian guy, we're not going to shop at this dry cleaners. We're going to shop at this dry cleaners because we're trying to economically and consciously and economically get to a place where we're self-sustaining as a community. So it's different from saying, oh yeah, I want to go get some cupcakes. It's just like saying I want to go to Cheesecake Factory tonight. I might not want JJ's Rib Shack, even though here in my community I'm going to a specialty. So there's still going to be black stores that do that. But we're just talking about from a entrepreneur level, like you say, sometimes it don't have to be so extravagant. All we need is a general store. Right. All we need is a place to go get our hair done. But doing that with black people.
And that come from like market research. We push that. Like when people say, "Oh, I want to start a business," right? We tell them, "Well, you should do some market research because if you go out in the community and you talk to everybody and say, hey, I'm thinking about being a nail salon," they might tell you, "Well, you know what? You might not need to build a nail salon because sometimes in our community we do have people who are advocates of the community. Right. So Mr. Kim might actually be hiring some of us." So, they might patronize us. They might say, hey, we don't need a nail salon, but the dry cleaners, Mr. Such and Such, he's an a-hole. We need to get him out of here. Open up the dry cleaners. Now, with market research, like you said, now you know where location you should be in for what business. So that's the big thing, too. We tell people market research.
There's definitely one of the things, tips to having a good small business, or even before starting, is do market research and looking into your demographics and everything. Yeah. So let's talk about some of the ways in starting a business. Me and Nine are both business owners, actually.
Okay.
And
so we get y'all on the platform then.
Hey, definitely. See, that's where you get coming up to getting to that point where you can take on that, because that business is gonna start rushing then.
Right.
You ready?
Who?
Never mind. See, we're creative entrepreneurs, so we hustlers. Let me say that. Hustlers.
Consultants.
Right. There you go. So we just make a business out of a skill, or talent. That's business, period. So the first step to coming up with a business is, what's your idea? What is your service and what's the demand? Is there a demand for it? If it is, you pass step one. You got a viable idea. So what do you do with that? A lot of us, ideas are floating in the universe. You ever had an idea that somebody else did, or that you see on TV, or something you thought about, it's floating in the air. And if you don't grab it out and do something with it, somebody else will. It just float back in the air, or it's still out there and somebody else will get it. So it's always a punch to the chase if you take all the steps. Most of us, we have that poof of an idea, and then we start looking into the work and get caught up with work or life or whatever, and it just slides away. So how do you get past that? You have to do the work. Take the first steps. Do your research on the business and look into look into what's needed for that business. So a lot of times people jump into business also without actually doing the research on how much it is. Yeah, I think this would be a cheap business. My brother, for example, I hope he ain't mad about me telling this, but he's thinking about getting to the gold teeth making business.
Okay.
You know, that used to be a thing. That was one of the things. Thank you. And Eddie was not like, you go there and we can go any flea market, and the Asians was actually holding it down, but Eddie's was that guy because he was black
and he used Coke 45 bottles. I mean cans.
Really? I was about to say, what? I thought it was a joke. I get the reference though. Eddie's had both, but anyway, we're not gonna get his shout outs to Eddie's. Man, they held it down for a long time.
Yeah.
So
Eddie's is a pivotal part of the black community. If you from Atlanta, in the '90s, shout out to Eddie.
So that's
okay. You got to finish telling the story about the goals. So what your brother trying to do?
So he wants to do
the goals,
the grills, makes grills. And he said he's looked into the machine and the equipment and everything you need. I'm like, okay, bet. That's what's up, because he's always wanted to do that for a long time. So he's finally going to make the move. And I was like, well, you got to get gold to do gold, right? Like, I wasn't trying to be funny, but I was just like, I'm like, I know he thought of this, but I'm gonna ask him anyway, because I would think that that's a pretty expensive item that you got to do for a business. So that's like me saying I want to be a diamond dealer right about now. I give me a business loan, right? Yeah, you get you one diamond and chip that thing away. But no. So
what did he say when you asked him that?
He didn't say nothing actually. He just kind of paused, and then I was like, well, and I was I'm sure he thought about it.
I gotta get gold.
I was like, well, they actually have it where you can bring your own gold, and have it melted down to actually turn it into gold.
So have a melting machine.
There you go. That might be part of the equipment.
I mean, it probably has to be to make the mold.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that to say, make sure you think about your costs, because you might not, I don't know if he did. I'm pretty sure he has, you know what I'm saying? But if not, that's one of the things you got to look into, because then you thinking you're going to spend $1,000, and now you got another $5 that you ain't even accounted for, you know what I'm saying, coming off out of somewhere, or you don't have the connects that it takes to do whatever it is. If you need overseas something, and no way to get in touch with nobody overseas, then that's something you might have want to thought about,
or do your research, because that's where technology can be leveraged. And now he might not have the gold, but the way the technology is set up, he can know somebody that knows somebody. Right. So somebody pays him up front and says, hey, you have to do a down payment. It's gonna cost at least $200 down payment for me to even start on your grill. Now he can ship the gold out and outsource it. That's what technology does. That's what we were talking about earlier. That's where it comes to. But that's your research, though. Right. If you don't do your research, and if you don't have a team around you, or people like yourself, challenging you and asking you questions, he would have jumped out there and with no goal, ready to make team.
Because we thinking to ourselves, everybody wants that American dream. Yeah. What we consider the American dream. What they consider the American dream is basically a lot. It depends on where you're from. People from outside the U.S. think the American dream is being in America, away and free. We here. We know what it is. Mm-hmm. Our American dream, I would think, would be to have our own, to be able to support our own, and to not have to work for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Just that's the American dream to me, at least. I guess everybody's American dream is what it is, but
that's what it is. Financial security,
right?
That's to me,
freedom.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing.
Yeah. So that's when we fighting for a while, but we just keep jumping off topic and it's bringing up some other good stuff to talk about. So yeah, going back to that. So let's, since we on goals, let's use that as a business idea.
Yeah, definitely.
So now you did your research on what you need. Okay, you got that straight. What about, your market? We already talked about the market, so we can just skip over there. You definitely got to know who you selling to. Mm-hmm. So that'll help you with your location. If you need a location, so that brings us to what type of business you're going to be doing. Is this something you can do by yourself? Do you need a team? Do you really need backing so where you can get a whole company? That's things you got to think about too, so you can know what type of business you have and the type of overhead, the type of things that you're going to need also when you're doing your business plan, which is next step. You're writing down what everything is you need, what you can provide. If you need to get money from somewhere, how you going to do that? Things of that nature. It's a lot, but it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty simple though. When people ask us about starting a business, even without a business plan, because some people might say, well, you got to have the business plan, right? Mm-hmm. What we tell people is it only really depends on what you're doing.
What you're doing, exactly.
Anything with technology startup, you'll need a business plan, like a PowerPoint, to show people your idea. But if you're a consultant, if you ran up on a connection of cheap sofas or cheap shoes and you can be that guy to resell it, just getting numbers up, just having what they call receipts, like just having receipts, having your books showing that, hey, I got sales. You can kind of come up with your business plan afterwards, because nowadays it's kind of like everything. Back in the day, people used to run up to rappers and hand you a demo and say, hey man, sign me. People will listen and sign. Now it's like, are you streaming? How many followers you got? Now I can come to you and say, hey man, I got such followers on YouTube,
Right.
Oh, you do? Okay.
That means
now
somebody like you.
Right. Exactly. Now I can just put money behind it, build your business plan, and then now you can. Young Thug's a perfect example, right? Stoner came out, Kanye listened to it, loved it, then he blew up. Then he got a business plan. If you think about his career is just really now starting to being formulated because they just gave him a business plan. He was making money before then. So when it comes to business, and to me, I'm not gonna lie, I think this is kind of like a black way of doing business a little bit. But we shouldn't be ashamed of that, because we don't have the same resources.
Right.
See, other communities can start businesses with their trust funds. You know what I mean? With the money that their mom set aside and told you, yeah, when you're 18, you can go to college or you can start a business. For us, it's not the same way. You might have to go to college and start your business and get you a corporate job while you still got your side business. But once you start making the money and somebody sees it and they fund it, okay, look, let me pull you away from here and show you, and give you what you're worth. And I think that's just we have to embrace that, and not run away from being scared of getting the money. Because people, to me, that's the biggest problem with people starting businesses. They're scared to get money. Like they want to get money, but then it's like they don't want to ask for the money.
Yeah.
I know you know some people like that. It's like they have services, and it's like, well, how much are the shirts? Well, they're $25, but if all you got is $20, then I'll take $20.
Yeah.
Like, nah, it's $25, bro, because this is the business. Because I'm a business owner, but I'm gonna do business with you too, because I'm a business owner. And that's another lost key. Ask for the money, have your price, don't be afraid to get the money, and then do business with other business owners. That way people will want to do business with you.
And as black folk, stop asking for discounts.
Oh, the big one.
We gotta stop asking. We won't go into no white ass store. Well, I will. I'm like, hey, this got some deodorant left on here. Can I get me a discount? They be like, well, you could just get another. Now I want this one right here with a discount, please. Thank you. But we always want discounts. Hey, I gotta pay this much, or we don't want to support our own family members. Little small things like that. I've heard people say, I ain't going to her. I go to such and such. I don't do business with family. I'm like, that's the dumbest shit I ever heard. Right. That's who you're supposed to do business. And they got us so divided that I hear people say, oh, no, I don't do business with family. That's the only person I want to do business with.
Because they think that it's a lot of times we got this stigma where when it comes to doing business with family it's going to cause issues.
Oh, we still going to be asking for discounts
at some point, or with other family or something.
See, and my dad is a mechanic. I pay my dad to fix my car.
Nobody, exactly.
I'm not going to anybody else to let them fix my car when my dad fix cars.
Right.
I don't care how long I got to wait. it's gonna go right here. I have a friend that does hair. Nobody else can touch my hair. She will do my hair if I go get my hair done. I'm not going to anybody else, and I pay her full price every time I sit in her chair.
What if you have another friend that do hair? You won't switch up every now and then?
I won't.
Why?
No, because I like her and she's black, and I'm supporting black.
But I'm saying, what if your other friend is black and a friend?
No, what I'm saying is I support my friends.
Right, that's what I was trying to get you to say, but it sounded like you was just like, no, if I set you as my designated, that's what it is.
That's what I'm saying.
But that is what it's supposed to be.
Right.
I mean,
and I get to do it, and it's black, so win-win for me.
Right.
And that's doing business though also, because if you read the Forbes list, right, and you look at I think the dude that owns Domino Pizza Hut, I think he's like number like 101, 121, something like that. But 5 places below him is the dude that sells him the cheese. You know what I'm saying? Because that's his dude. That's his. Like you said, if I'm gonna get my hair done, I'm gonna go to her.
Right.
And then that way, if I go on tour, if I get this, she's my stylist. Exactly. She gets paid, and that's how we have to learn how to do business with each other. Right. We had this saying, if you want to go fast, you go alone. You want to go far, you go together. And that's what we have to do. We have to start going together, get back to our Afrocentric roots when it comes to family. See, family, that's
but we had it. That's what we can't forget. We had it.
Yeah, we had it.
We had it for a very long time, but it's a system design. Again, I'm going to talk about it in the djembe.
Right.
I'm going to talk about it in the djembe.
Switching up, or was that already planned?
No, we good. We got to
okay. No, I'm just saying, are you switching up your djembe, or is that what you already had planned?
No, that's what I already had planned.
Oh, okay.
So when it comes to starting your business and everything, think about that. Employ your family. Share the vision, because a lot of times, especially like with our example, is prime example. There's 4 young men. We all kind of doing it, bootstrapping. We're not really getting paid. We're actually doing this with like a labor of love. You know what I mean? So when I'm left the corporate world and I'm doing this and building my own and building something with the company, people have to share their vision with their family and let them know, hey, if we do this together, we build this together, we can be somewhere. I read Sam Walton's book, the dude that made Walmart, the greatest story ever, because his family is the reason why Walmart even started. Now, granted, his dad can give him $10,000 to start the business, but family was the one that helped him run it and work in it. If you go to a lot of these Asian stores, Indian stores, Hispanic stores, the kids are working behind the counters. You know what I mean? Like the family. So we have to get back to that and quit letting people think that it's Europeans. Europeans will get rich and move the hell on and forget their family.
They say we get the crab in the bucket syndrome.
Yeah,
and I do believe it. Now, not to say we're the only persons that get it. No, it was white people. Well, no, let me not say white people. No, never mind. Hedge fund babies might do it or something. They have an option, but other than that, we feel like we have to get our own. It's like a lesson. Like, I did it, now you got to do it. Instead of like, I made it, let me help you up.
That's our plight. To me, that's the brokenness of our culture, because every other culture, they seem to know it shouldn't have to start over. With our culture, it's kind of like, well, I got mine, you got to get yours. And you might even see your own son struggling. You might want to help him, but in the back of your head, you're like, well, that's what I had to go through to get it. Like, we just have to redefine the way we do things and realize you don't want a baby the next generation, but you want to set them up and have them not forget. I think that's what happened to us. We forgot in the 80s and stuff, like after the civil rights, after the integration, some of us got rich and they didn't want their kids to remember the hoses, and basically our parents didn't want them to remember the hoses and the dogs and stuff. So then when our parents was kind of growing up, they don't have to get reinforced, remember, racism and all this. And now when we start come back around getting money and, want to get our own, you start getting reminded that, you are black. And that's why our generation is so antsy now, because it's like, hold on, why am I listening to a Marvin Gaye song and it sounds relevant to today? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want my kids to be listening to Marvin Gaye 10 years from now and still feel like, man, like, what's going on? We still getting shot because we didn't do what we were supposed to do, man. And it always boils back down to economics, and it always boils down to being going back to our roots, understanding what success really is. And I think that's the other thing when it comes to business too. When you start your business, define your success, because you don't have to start your business and say, oh, I want to be a multimillionaire. You can know, hey, I want to start my business and I just want to be able to make $60,000 so I can live comfortable for the next 3 years, pay my rent. Just doing that thing, like knowing your goals.
Right.
That's what's up.
All right, so we're gonna take a break. It's actually not a break. It's the top of the hour. We had a good conversation on this topic, and we got off, but we didn't. We were still on the topic.
It was still all relevant.
Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna continue this, and we're gonna play a little Drake. Started from the bottom, and we'll be back with the upside. The inside. Yeah,
Zombie on the track.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team in. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. I done kept it real from the jump. Living at my mama's house, we'd argue every month. I was trying to get it on my own. Working all night, traffic on the way home, and my uncle calling me like, where you at? I gave you the keys, so you bring it right back. I just think it's funny how it goes. Now I'm on the road, $500,000 for a show, and we started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Boys tell stories about the men. Say I never struggled, wasn't hungry, yeah, I doubt it. I could turn your boy into the man. There ain't really much out here that's popping off without us. We just want the credit where it's due. I'ma worry about me, give a fuck about you. Just as a reminder to myself, I wear every single chain, even when I'm in the house. Cause we started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. No, we don't feel that. The fake friend, where your real friends at? We don't like to do too much explaining. Story stay the same, I never changed it. No, we don't feel that. The fake friend, where your real friends at? We don't like to do too much explaining. Story stay the same through the money and the fame. Cause we started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here.
I wanna be a billionaire so fucking bad. Buy all of the things I never had. I wanna be on the cover of Forbes magazine, smiling next to Oprah and the Queen. Oh, every time I close my eyes, I see my name in shiny lights. Yeah, a different city every night. Oh, I swear the world better prepare for when I'm a billionaire.
Yeah, I would have a show like Oprah. I would be the host of Everyday Christmas. Give Travis a wish list. I'd probably pull a Angelina and Brad Pitt and adopt a bunch of babies that ain't never had shit. Give away a few Mercedes like, here lady, have this. And last but not least, grant somebody their last wish. It's been a couple months that I've been single, so you can call me Travis Claus minus the ho-ho. Get it? I'll probably visit where Katrina hit, and damn sure do a lot more than FEMA did. Yeah, can't forget about me, stupid. Everywhere I go, I'ma have my own theme music.
Oh, every time I close my eyes,
what you see, bro?
I see my name in shiny lights.
Alright, and what else?
A different city every night. I swear the world better prepare for when I'm a billionaire. When I'm a billionaire.
president, dunking on his delegates. Then I compliment him on his political etiquette. Toss a couple million, the air just for the heck of it. But keep the 5s, 20s, 10s, and bins completely separate. Yeah, I be in a whole new tax bracket. We in recession, but let me take a crack at it. I probably take whatever's left and just split it up. So everybody that I love can have a couple bucks. And not a single tummy around me would know what hungry was, eating good, sleeping soundly. I know we all have a similar dream. Go in your pocket, pull out your wallet, put it in the air and sing.
I wanna be a billionaire, so fucking bad.
So bad.
Buy all of the things I never had.
Buy everything.
I wanna be on the cover of Forbes magazine, smiling next to Oprah and the Queen.
What up, Oprah?
Oh, every time I close my eyes,
What you see, bro?
I see my name in shining lights. Alright,
And what else?
a different city every night. I swear the world better prepare for when I'm a billionaire.
Yeah. Sing it.
When I'm a billionaire. I wanna be a billionaire, so fucking bad.
Hey.
Okay,
You know
we
what?
back.
I suck at that part. Why do you?
Because that end game, that begin game, whatever.
It
Bro.
always, you always catch me out.
So we had to come back before we jump into the inside. We wanted to finish up with our guests, having this wonderful conversation. Sorry, I was hearing myself. We having this wonderful conversation. We wanted to finish up. We have another guest just walked in the building. I'm gonna say it wrong. Is it Enrico or Enrique? Enrique in the building. He is
Product designer of Spendify.
all right. See, I ain't want to mess it up, so call you the wrong thing. So, tell us about what you do with Spendify.
I handle all the graphics, all the visuals that you see online and on the website.
Okay.
Currently, I am transitioning from the graphic designer to the product design.
Okay.
Since we're rolling out an app sometime next year.
All right.
So, yeah.
Now, what's going to be the difference, or what's going to be your competitive differentiator, either one of y'all, in your apps?
The first thing is going to be design.
Right.
Point blank period. Between Enrique, Antoine, which is the co-founder with the design and the brand, it's second to none. Like, as soon as you go on the website, the apps don't look the same way. HD videos, HD photos, crisp, clean.
Yeah.
That's the initial, very first thing.
Yeah. Also, the algorithms that we're planning on doing, and also like the data that we collect from it.
Yeah.
So we trying to get unique data, essentially, quote unquote black data, so we can understand the user and how black consumers are spending with black businesses, or just spending in general. You know,
Like, how much that dollar really say? Like, are we really capturing that $1.3 trillion? You know what I mean? Like, and it'll be something amazing. Like, by this time next year to see, like, man, you know what, we did like, $3 billion in America. Like, and then folks to really know, like, okay, we doing something.
That's awesome. Yeah. See, that's black power y'all hearing, people. Black power. But so yeah, we definitely got to have y'all come back at that time, especially to talk about the great things going on with the company.
Definitely will.
Definitely thank you for coming in and talking with us. Y'all gotta go stick with us a little longer.
Yeah,
check out Sammy. All right, that's what's up. So tell the people before we switch over to the inside. Oh, y'all can't miss the inside. So tell the people where they can find y'all.
First thing, you go to spendify.com. That's Spendify, SPENDEFY.com. Remember to spend different. Go on Facebook, go on Instagram, go on Twitter, search us, follow us, join the Facebook page, join the Spendify Collective. That's where we all come together. That's where you can drop off your businesses. If you have a black-owned business, again, go to spendify.com. We will build you a free listing to get you exposed nationwide. like I said, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Spendify, everything. You can follow me. I'm Keith Haygood. On Instagram, I'm C Knowledge. That's knowledge with a C. That's CNOWLEDGE. And everything through Spendify, man.
All right.
As far as for me, everything he said as far as the handles for Spendify, but you can find me on Twitter, Instagram at DLXEDN, which stands for Deluxe Edition, or you could just Google me at EnriqueMorgan.com.
He has some nice Instagram photos. Like if you go on Instagram, he be like on the camera too. He didn't tell you that photography, but he's
said
dope with it.
Graphic design, I put it together.
He does it all, yeah.
That's what's up, man. We appreciate y'all coming through, and we finna jump into the inside with Naitha.
Hey, your truth. Tell your story. Why should anyone else?
Welcome to the inside with 9 Ether, your underground source for the djembe, star tactics, and the jewels of the week. Visitors beware, for once you enter, you may never view the world the same again. Your access has been granted.
Hey, I love my intro. I'm still in love with it. Anyway, today I am going to stay in the spirit of entrepreneurship and black-owned businesses, and in the djembe I'm going to talk about Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I'm going to give a few things. Oklahoma, there was something called the Oklahoma Land Run in 1889, and they knew that Oklahoma would become a city. And so a lot of black people were trying to migrate from the South to go to Oklahoma, particularly business owners, because it was like a land of opportunity. It was just becoming a state, and so it created a lot of opportunities. So in 1907, Oklahoma actually became a state. But prior to then, in 1889, a black business owner called J.B. Stratford came in and bought a strip of real estate, a strip of land, and created and divided and subdivided for real estate. And then in 1906, O.W. Gurley, a gentleman from Arkansas, moved to Tulsa, and he purchased 40 acres. He purchased a lot of land there, and he sold pieces of land to other black people.
Did he get a mule with it?
Nah. But he did buy 80 acres of farmland. So what happened is that what they did was they started to sell businesses to other black people and black people only. And the real estate, they were selling those houses to black people and black people only. And this was a time when the country was segregated. It was segregated anyway. So anyway, it turned into a city called the Greenwood neighborhood. And Greenwood is a city in Mississippi. And so a lot of the people that were migrating north, just, for them to feel at home, it was called Greenwood neighborhood. Or the Black Wall Street, or Little Africa as white people called it. And it was 36 city blocks of bustling buildings. We talking about, they had 6 families that actually owned planes. Tulsa had a bus system owned by Simon Berry, who was also a PhD. They had 10,000 people to live there. They had homes, restaurants, grocery stores, retail stores, movie theater, hospitals, banks, libraries, hotels, cigar bars, brothels. It was a whole bustling city. Over 600 businesses in these 36 city blocks. They owned their own bus system. Again, like I said, the family had planes, and it thrived for years. They had rooming houses where they housed people moving in from the South as well. But in 1921, the KKK conspired with the CIA and the government to bomb Tulsa, Oklahoma. And what they said it was about was a white girl who got assaulted by a white elevator girl, worked on the elevator, got assaulted. That's what they said. But it was all, conspiracy. And they wound up dropping bombs on Tulsa, Oklahoma, and burnt like the whole city. Burned, like 10,000 people were homeless after that. Businesses were burned to the ground, all kind of things. It's one of the largest riots. It is the largest riot in American history. And so that was done. It wasn't just the KKK. The mob was a part of it. The politicians, the police force, because they're the ones that dropped the bombs to destroy it. So it started May 31st, 1921, and lasted to June 1st. It was like a 16-hour riot. Yeah. And so anyway, after that was done, they started to rebuild the city, and it did okay for a little while. And then when they saw that the city was actually coming back together, desegregation had taken place. But at that time, the black dollar was circulating between 36 to 100 times before it left our communities. When we were segregated, and because our economies were thriving, Tulsa, Oklahoma is not the only thriving black community. It was a lot of them at that time, and because they were doing so well, and we started to make so much money for ourselves, and their businesses were struggling, that is the only reason for desegregation. Know that. It wasn't about no Brown versus Board of Education. It wasn't about no housing authority. It was strictly business, retail business, and they struggled, and that's why we were desegregated, because the black dollar was circulating too many times in our neighborhood, and their economy was suffering for it. And that's real spill. So that's my djembe for today. And did y'all know about Tulsa, Oklahoma already?
Yeah, not all that, but I know most of that.
Some parts
knew
of
about
it.
it.
Right. As far as the migration to
Hollywood.
Definitely most about that. Even about the Gap Band.
Right, the Gap Band came from Greenwood Avenue, Archer Street, and Pine Street.
Yep.
And that's where the Gap Band come from.
You dropped a bomb on me. That's that song.
Yep. Yep, that's good. So moving right along to our jewel.
Okay.
Still on the same subject, I'm going to tell you about business loans and help starting businesses. There's a company a group called WEI, which is the Women Entrepreneurship Initiative that Mayor Reed helped sponsor. They are located downtown in a Flatiron building, which is the oldest skyscraper in the city of Atlanta. And it's Women Entrepreneurship Initiative. Their website is www.weiatlanta.com. And it's like an incubator for women business owners. So if you already have a business, they'll help you grow it. They'll give you a platform on how to start it, build a website, do all the things, and give you money to help fund that business. But it's an application process. They only accept, I want to say 200 people every year and a half or something like that. So that's a good jewel. And another one is ACE, which is Access to Capital for Entrepreneurs, and it guarantees small business loans to small minority businesses. And that is www.aceloans.org.
Gee, that brings me to the black banks.
We'll post these on our website too.
And I would definitely be checking into that.
Facebook. Oh yeah, black banks. You remember when Killer Mike went in about the black bank thing?
It's actually blown up business for a community.
I know.
Exactly. I didn't even know we had one by our house.
A Citizens Trust? That's what's up.
We have one literally walking distance, and it's closed. And every one I saw was closed, including the one that's by my house. No, because it was closed.
Oh.
No. Yeah, that's another story. See, people, get your credit in order. Hold your credit together.
I am not with you.
I said, I'm just saying. I'm giving a tip.
I need to do a little financial piece for you. A little financial segment. That would be good.
Yeah.
Maybe in djembe one day.
That was supposed to have been. That's initially how 9 was created in the mind of radio, y'all.
From a financial
so long ago.
I still want to know the story behind the name.
Behind 9?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. What time is it? Have I ever told this story on air?
Yes.
I did?
Yeah.
9 stands
I guess you can tell them after.
I can.
Yeah, you can finish.
9 stands for non-ether, which is a life force.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's how I got it.
She gonna break it down a little more when we go to break.
Okay.
Right.
All right, that's fine.
So what's for the star tactics?
I was getting there. Golly.
My bad.
My goodness. So today in Star Tactics, I'm going to talk about amethyst.
Okay. That's right. We doing the GM series.
Not always. I'm just throwing them in there because last week I did the full moon, the blood moon.
True. Well, you have to do those.
Yeah. So amethyst, which is a semi-precious stone, it's purple and it's really, really pretty.
That's all she has to say about it.
Right. That's it.
Purple,
Get
and
you
it's
one.
really, really pretty.
It's a very powerful stone that for people who deal in the spiritual realm or esoteric realms, it is like it can be an amulet or a talisman. And so it's like a protection stone. It's good to protect travelers, people when they're traveling, from thievery. What else? It is a sobriety stone, so it's good to help you refrain from drugs, alcohol, or any abusive behavior.
That's why my tolerance is so high. See, I'm an Aquarius. That's my birthstone.
Ooh.
Not that you care about
Way
that.
to make this about you.
And you know it. Going on. Sorry.
It's a good meditative stone. It's calming in nature. It promotes balance and peace. It's good for legal problems and money issues, but it's not a prosperity stone.
Okay.
So it's good to help you get out of money issues, but it's not gonna bring you no more money. That's a whole nother stone.
Tiger's eye.
I'll talk about that later.
I need some of those.
And what else? It enhances intuition, and it protects the keeper doing spiritual work. So a lot of times, like I said, if you meditate, and witches keep amethyst a lot of times around their necks, things like that. It helps with inner strength and emotional stability. So yeah, amethyst, get you one. I always get my stones from state parks and the Fern Bank, which get theirs like, so those are like real, they're unpolished. A lot of times they're quartz, and I like those types of amethyst. But I also have to finished rocks, but I don't do polished stones. But you can find them at any spiritual store. Some people get this stuff offline. But if you're into stones like that, then
that's the new 9 sound effect.
No. That was for the people
and
who
now
are
y'all
actually
can
watching.
see it now. Okay,
Ooh,
that's how you see
so if you didn't see my, I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You can just go look at it on
learn
YouTube.
To tune in.
Right. So yeah, that's my insight for today. Blah.
That's what's up. Now you can finish up that story.
I have time to finish up my story about my name.
Yep.
So I was a 5%er, a person that was a member of the Nation of Gods and Earths, and the name Supreme Born is what I was given, and that's Born is 9, and so that's where the name first came along. But then when I met my best friend, he taught me that 9 ether is how our hair grows. So it grows up to the sun and curls over like a 9, and the spiraling effect is the same DNA spiral, and it just means life. And so when you go through your universal mathematics, everything is based off of degrees and circles and completion. So 360 degrees is 3 plus 6 plus 0 is 9. If you want to use quadrilaterals and say 720 degrees squared, then 7 plus 2 plus 0 equals 9. Even if it's a straight line and it's 180, 1 plus 8 plus 0 is 9. That is the universal number of all completion. Just like it takes 9 months for a baby to be born. So it's the end of one thing and the start of something else. So it's a cycle that keeps on going. And that's what I am, and so that's why my name is 9.
We call it the Fembrosi sequence.
Bam.
Deep.
Okay. That's what's up.
It reminds me of the
Fibonacci
sequence.
Yeah.
The one that like in math they always basically like the shells.
Right.
Yeah. Are like that.
Divisible by everything but 7, which is the God body.
Yeah.
7 is the God number. So 9 is divisible by every number. 360 is divisible by every number from 1 to 9, but 7.
Yeah.
But 7, which is God. So yeah.
Infinite flower.
Yeah, I had a math degree, so I can dig it.
Okay.
Bam.
Man, we got some geniuses in the building, man. You hear?
This was good. Are you ready for that upside though?
Are they ready for the upside? So on the upside, we got a business related. I actually got this one last week, and I pushed it back because I wanted to save it for this week. Ooh. It's a business related problem, and we're gonna be talking with Joe Smo in the building for the Grizzly of the Week. So we're gonna jump out to some more music, and we'll be back with the upside with yours truly on Word of Mine.
Yay.
Your truth. Tell your story. Why should anyone else steal your glory?
Only you could truly be you and do what it is that you're called to do.
So only you can speak your truth. Hi, it's your girl M Love.
And it's your boy, Mars Bishop. Together, we live life in the purple on IBNX Radio.
Each week we bring you the absolute best in positive programming, from self-development topics,
community commentary and music,
literature, art, and poetry.
Positivity. It's a movement.
Tune in to Live Life in the Purple with me, M Love, featuring Mars Bishop, every Tuesday, 3 to 5 p.m.
Only on AtlantaNX.IBNXRadio.com. Peace.
with you my story, would you share your dollar with me? Bad times are coming and I reap what I done sowed. Hey, hey, well let me tell you something, all that glitters ain't gold. Hey, hey, it's been a long old troublesome road, and I'm looking for somebody come and help me carry this load. I need a dollar, that's what I need. Hey, hey, well I need a dollar, that's what I need. Well I don't know if I'm walking on solid ground, 'cause everything around me is falling down, and all I want is for someone to help me. I had a job, but the boss man let me go. He said, I'm sorry, but I won't be needing your help no more. I said, please, Mr. Boss Man, I need this job more than you know. But he gave me my last paycheck and it sent me on out the door. Well, I need a dollar, that's what I need. Hey, hey, said I need a dollar, that's what I need. Hey, hey, and I need a dollar, that's what I need. And if I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me? Well, I don't know if I'm walking on solid ground, 'cause everything around me is crumbling down, and all I want is for someone to help me. What in the world am I gonna do tomorrow? Is there someone with a dollar I could borrow? Who can help me take away my sorrow? Maybe it's inside the bottle. Maybe it's inside the bottle. I had some good old, but his name is whiskey and wine. Hey, hey, and for my good old buddies, I spend my last dime. Hey, hey, now wine is good to me. You help me pass the time. And my good old buddy whiskey keep me warm in the sunshine. Hey, hey, your mama may have blessed the child that's got his own. Hey, hey, if God has plans for me, I hope it ain't written in stone. Hey, hey, because I've been working myself down to the bone, and I swear on Grandpa's grave I'll be paid when I come home. Hey, hey, well I need a dollar, that's what I need. Hey, hey, said I need a dollar, that's what I need. Hey, hey, well I need a dollar, that's what I need. And if I share with you my story, would you share your dollar with me? Come on, share your dollar with me. Go ahead, share your dollar with me. Come on, share your dollar. Give me your dollar, share your dollar with me. Come on, share your dollar with me.
It's time for the moment you've been waiting for.
Hey, what's up? It is time for the Upside with your boy Trey Grizzly on IBNX Radio. Word of Mine in the building. Spendify is in the building. They still kicking it with us. We're going to start out today's Upside with What the Problem. That's right. So today's What the Problem is business related. Oh, and I want to hear what y'all got to say about this one because anyway, let's jump into the problem. So today's problem, we got a guy. He says that he is with his girl. He's been with his girl for 9 years. Out of that 9 years, he has always been a hustler. He's always been trying to get businesses going and doing his music and everything. And she's never been supportive of anything he's tried to do. Well, he came into some money a couple years back, just a little bit. and actually started one of his businesses, and it started taking off. And he's doing pretty good. And now his wife, or I'm sorry, his girl, 9 years, his fiance, she is wanting to reap from his benefits, but he doesn't feel like he should have to.
So wait a minute, she's
the fiance or the
say
wife?
it again.
Yeah.
I missed the part.
In other words, he's saying, "Chick, you wasn't with me balling in the gym."
So he started doing all the business by himself, and she didn't want to help with the grassroots and the input.
Right.
She hasn't helped with.
She hasn't helped and nor supported him in his businesses.
And he stayed with her.
And he stayed with her.
Enough said.
He stayed with her.
He stayed with her.
Well, so yeah, she need to reap the benefits because she had all them lonely nights. I would have left somebody who didn't support my dream.
That's what I was thinking.
I mean, why? I would have left if she didn't support my dream. I wouldn't. I wouldn't stay there. But you accepted the fact that you didn't require her to.
Exactly. But that's not saying that okay, you can stay here. I can do my business, but you don't have to reap from it. So because
that's selfish. No, when you accepted the fact that she didn't want to help, then she's still your woman. You still accepted that, and so now she wants to reap the benefit. You've given her the idea, or you let her think that she didn't need to, because you didn't make that a requirement or a necessity for you. So she's thinking maybe he don't need me. He got me, or he might be the type of man that's spoiling me. Right. I would have put my foot down and required that from my mate. If you can't support me in my business endeavors, then I can't even be with you.
Right.
Cause you ain't rocking. You don't want this for us. But if I accept you not supporting, then I'm okay with that. Obviously. So when I eat, we still gonna eat. Cause you still my man.
Yeah, you still.
Like how you gonna be selfish now?
And then I know I've seen that situation happen with one of my friends in their relationships, and his wife didn't support it and didn't promote it, but she didn't sabotage it. Because I've seen two ends where somebody didn't support, but they also sabotage. Yeah, I don't support, but no, you can't borrow my car to go to that meeting.
I've seen that.
You know what I mean? Right. She was like, "Nah, I don't support, but you can still borrow the car. I'll still cook and clean. Maintain the house while you got to do what you got to do." Exactly. And like you said, you still stuck with me these 9 years, and I never came to nan business meeting with you. I never helped you with none of that, but I held my part down. Yeah, she has to reap some of the benefits, and then now she probably might even want to be a part of the business. Mm-hmm. I can understand why he's a little jaded, but nah.
When he's saying reaping the benefits, if she's trying to get a percentage of the monthly income,
probably a ring or something.
Or because I'm taking it now she wants to be a part of it though. Now she wants to support and be a part of it because it's doing good.
Everybody wants.
I'm about to say everybody do that.
Who wouldn't want to?
And she, of course, she wants to reap benefits of it because you can't help if you with her. She gonna reap benefits either way.
Yeah.
Right. My only issue would be if I try to propose or get married a couple years prior, and you were like, "Nah, you get your money up,"
City.
and then now that I'm popping, now you're like, "Oh, let's get married."
Let's get through the whole journey. Yeah, sitting on the sideline.
Yeah,
looking the other way.
I would suggest that he get a prenup. Now I would suggest that.
Right.
Even I still take care, but you understand this prenup.
See, that's why I said I think we got. Yeah, I'm split ways on that because I'm with both on that because half of my answer is. Yeah, you decided to take her as that. You decided to go along with that. I get that. So that's just like saying, okay, forget it. You don't care. On the other end, I do have this thing about you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. You know what I'm saying? If you, it's not so much just because you wasn't there, but if you there and you don't wanna,
that's a cute.
You wanna stop me from doing everything. You don't wanna support or give me the time or the effort.
So that's what he was saying about sabotaging it, though. Did she try to sabotage it? Did he stop? Did she not want him to go and put the time in? Did she try to stop him from doing it, or did she just not participate?
Well, let's say if that was the case, would your answer change?
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, she tried to sabotage it, but if I wasn't with you shooting in the gym because I'm at home raising your kids and cooking and cleaning for you, and that's your job to shoot in the gym. So I still have an expectation to be, I'm a wife and you not coming home at night and you on the road. I want to get paid. Yes, I want to be compensated for all this time and shit that I put up with while you shooting in the gym and the white girl in the cabins and shit. Partner, yeah, I want in.
Okay.
But if she tried to sabotage
but what if you don't believe?
What don't believe what?
So what if you with somebody who just don't believe in what you're doing? And because they don't believe, how do they act? Nothing you're doing is relevant. See, I've dealt with this before long time ago. But You know, I've been married for a
Was
long
it sabotage though? That's what I'm saying.
Well, it depends on how you think it's sabotage.
Was she counter? Was she opposition?
Yeah. If you sabotage, cut her. If you sabotage, cut you off.
That's different.
But you decide to stay with them.
I wouldn't decide.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm just saying, because that's what I'm trying to get to this situation. That's the dilemma I'm in. Because
to me, any relationship question, if you tell me the amounts of years that it's been going on and it's past 5, my advice to you was like, and you still there, you obviously like
that's kind of like if you got somebody cheating on you,
exactly,
and then you decide to divorce them and be like, nah, they was cheating the whole time. I don't want to give them nothing, but they cheated like 50 times over 50 years, and
you okay with it?
You okay, and you knew it, and you kept passing on it. That they still entitled to whatever contract that y'all got.
But it is like what you said, a requirement though, because I know me personally, I need somebody shooting with me in the gym. Like, it's cool. I know some women who like, look, I ain't gonna shoot in the gym, but I make sure the gym lights never get cut off.
Right.
That's cool. But I want somebody that's gonna shoot with me in the gym because I can keep the lights on myself. Right. So I mean, it depends on what you require. But what I don't want you is to try to take that ball while I'm shooting. Like that's complete self-sabotage. You know, and
that's why people think working with family is taboo, because they think that's what's gonna happen, or that is what happens sometimes. But that can happen with. No, I think it doesn't happen with everybody.
I think with us is because we don't come for money. So the first time somebody get a check, everybody in the family is like, "Well, I raised you. I changed your diapers. I did this. I did." Because technically, everybody did kind of help in raising you. So now you kind of
they feel entitled.
Exactly. Everybody else comes
from
money.
That's kind of part of your job as that person in my life.
Yeah.
Or whether you didn't have to do it or not, but you did it and you accepted.
Yeah. Cool. So that's why, she probably, and she's probably thinking about other things too. Like, she's probably thinking about I didn't do this, but like I said, I did. You was crying about this, and I was there for you. Right. I cooked for you every night. I packed you.
That's what considers you family. Friends.
Another thing is, was she doing it because of the money, or because if she wasn't believing in it before, why she's talking about it now? As far as reaping what he made, you get what I mean? So I still feel like she's gonna reap regardless. It's like his money versus her money. His money is like up here, her money's down here, but he's gonna be paying for all the expenses of you're gonna go out with me. You still gonna reap from it. Yeah. And another thing is just sit back and enjoy the ride. You don't he should be able to influence you to want to do better now. Like the saying, seeing is believing. She didn't see it before, but now she sees it, so she believes in it. So,
and that's what I was gonna say. You probably gotta look at yourself. Keep it real with yourself. Cause I know I've been in some situations where I kept it real with myself. And I'm I kind of was BSing on that. I probably was talking about opening this business for a whole year. Maybe that's why she don't believe.
Right.
But now that the business is open, making money, she's like, "Oh, you opened it. Oh, it's making money. Okay, now, like you said, so seeing is believing." That's probably why he stayed in it so long, because he probably knew inside. Like you said, he's been a constant hustler.
Before. Let me
I done dropped the mixtape. I done did this. I done did that. Like you said, he's a constant hustler.
She did support my last business that I effed up. She did give me that. She did give me her income tax check that one time. Yeah, so you're right.
Or she was just wanting quality time. Like, you spending too much time trying to do this business. I just want quality time. That's all I ask for. Yeah. So, there's always two sides.
But, and another thing, sometimes your passion may not be somebody else's passion.
Yeah.
And that's a good, why you get people that you have shit in common with, so that they will be on the same page.
Like,
I'm an entrepreneur. I get to the money. So if you on my team, you better be about that money. Period. Yeah. That's it, because that's what we do.
It's funny because that's how I am when I'm wanting to be in a relationship. Like I have to know that our careers complement each other.
So I broke up with a girl in college after being with her for 1 week because she was supposed to print out my paper for me, and she was like, "Oh, the computer lab was out of paper," and I was like, "Yeah, nah, it's over. You trying to sabotage my career? I'm trying to get straight A's. Nah, I can't do it. That's crazy. You ain't got the same mission." I would have went to the other computer lab and printed it out for you. I need a shirt that's gonna be like, you know what? Let me. So
my thing is I need a girl that is at least tech savvy. That's just my.
She like the opposite.
She'll know what Snapchat is. She'll know what Snapchat is.
Like
trying to talk to her.
He like she need to understand why I'm on this computer this long. I don't want her to not understand why I'm doing this. I don't want her to not understand why I'm putting so much time here or why nobody can touch my cameras. She needs to have that same passion.
Yeah.
You need to know, and we can respect each other's boundaries. But if she don't have that wherewithal, she
Or be looking like, what you doing on Instagram this whole time? Like not knowing, boy, I'm shooting live. I'm liking stuff to meet people. Nah, look like you just.
Exactly. That's what it takes for whatever it is you're doing.
Yeah,
you just on there looking at it all day.
Exactly.
But that's only on breaks.
You stay on the internet.
All day.
You must heard that before. You heard that one before?
Stop! I plead the.
When you fire shots at Ty every week, I'm sick of you.
I do not be firing shots at my wife. She be firing shots at me when I get home.
I got your back. I'm gonna get it for you. I'm getting them for you today.
That's funny.
Oh man, that's messed up. So, moral of the story. Nip it in the bud when it first happens. I mean, if you gonna feel that way and you know you're gonna feel that way, then you might as well just jump out while you can before it even gets there. Why wait? You know, because then you gonna have them issues. That's what these entertainers be messing up. They be sticking with the home team girls and the high school sweethearts and stuff, and then they get up and then they want to leave and go get them a white girl like Kanye said and all that. So.
Kanye did.
He ain't playing with y'all.
He got him a white girl that look black.
Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like, yeah.
So let's go on to what they talking about. So I'm gonna do it different this week. I don't never talk about sports because I got to. My dang Falcons done got cheated.
I saw that.
Cheated. Yeah, you were just so happy to say yeah.
I was hurt about that as well. Although I'm not a Falcons fan, but I was like,
right.
That
but
was
you can't
pass interference.
Thank you.
All the way.
Did you see the game?
I saw the game.
I'll give him
And you gonna literally sit here and tell me that Sherman?
That, but I'm not gonna say that.
I know you a Seahawks fan.
I am a Seahawks fan.
I am too.
But for two, I'm not gonna say that there were not times in the 49ers versus Seahawks games where I feel like the game was miscalled. The Falcons versus Saints game where there were calls.
That's the pass.
But what I'm saying is,
it didn't cost the game.
If they were you don't know what could have cost.
Yeah, you're right. But I'm talking about past that degree.
The kicker missed 2 kicks that could have nipped that little pass interference wouldn't even matter.
True.
Had the kicker that we did. So yeah, those little things do cause the game.
Of course.
But at the same time, officials make mistakes all the time. You trust them to be officials. That's their job. They make the call official, whether it was a missight of the eye or not. You got to respect the crowd for what it is. They're officials for a reason. But everybody's had bad calls.
Yeah,
y'all lost that one.
Yeah.
Take it.
I mean, it's part of sports.
No, real winners know how to take it.
Speaking of lost, you see, that's what I wanted to talk about because I want to know this myself. They're actually talking. They're still reviewing this call. Now, what I want to know is what's going to happen if they find, because they say that Reeves is actually expecting a call next week or tomorrow.
As a fine or like a...
I don't know.
What
happens?
They did that in the NBA.
In
I think
situation.
sometime with Westbrook and they did that. And the only thing they did was like just make an announcement like, okay, we messed up.
Right.
Okay, that's
like you don't get no points.
Right. They're not gonna give him the game. I know that. But what happens in this situation? Is it a fine? Do they just give an apology or
not even an apology? And it's gonna justify it in the locker room. Like, well, y'all know we technically won the game, guys. If we would have, it's more rap.
I feel like won. I feel like they should have given them an opportunity to challenge the play when it comes to stuff like that. But you can't challenge. You can't challenge calls like you can't challenge calls like that. Like a passing interference call, can't challenge that.
Within 2 minutes, yeah. So
I didn't know that.
Me neither. See,
yeah,
that just makes it even deeper.
Yeah, the last 2 minutes you can't do that.
Yeah.
Is it the last 2 minutes or is it the pass interference that can't be challenged? Because it's not both.
I know the last 2 minutes you can't.
I thought that's what it was too. I thought that's what it was too. That in the last 2 minutes of the game, you just can't call you can't throw a red flag.
Yeah, if the referees challenge it, yeah, but the coach.
Last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
2 minute warning. No. Get your 2 minute drill popping, bro.
Well, see, if that wasn't a rule, then maybe I could have won. So get mad at the NFL. Don't get mad at the officials. Get
I
mad at the NFL.
never said who I was mad at. I was mad that it went by when it was that blatant, and they looked at it and could see it was blatant. But
Go Hawks.
Yeah.
Was you the Dwight Howard fan?
I was talking about Seahawks.
Yeah, I thought you was Atlanta Hawks too. I'm like, well, they is playing today. I thought you was trying to change
this. Seahawks fan, you don't know that.
I'm a new Seahawks fan.
Well,
so
Russell Wilson say Go Hawks when he does videos. He always say Go Hawks.
I don't know.
I mean, I used to rock with the Seahawks. I like the Seahawks.
Yeah.
But I'm a home team supporter. So
shouts out to Lockett.
Wait, how long you been a Seahawks fan? I'm gonna test you right now.
When Marshawn Lynch ran 56 yards and blocked 9 tackles when they played against the Saints, who was my favorite team at the time. Who was my second favorite team.
Yep.
That was 2000. That was maybe 2011.
Before they became champions.
Yeah. It was
Yes.
She was the one who put me on the Seahawks.
Oh, okay.
And then I learned.
Oh yeah. I'm not fair weather like that. I like the
bandwagons.
Saints before they won the Super Bowl too.
Wait.
I actually became fans at the Super Bowl.
The Saints Super Bowl.
The latest.
The
latest.
No, the first one. That's when I became a fan.
Right.
I don't even want to ask. The ages.
Only won 1 Super Bowl.
How old are you? 35. Okay.
I'm 32.
Oh, not the first one ever. I'm just saying.
No, that was their first Super Bowl.
Yeah, they had 2 teams.
Yeah.
They only won 1.
Y'all know Enrique is very literal. So when you said like the first one,
I thought that right when I said it, I thought it clicked. And then when he said age, I said that must be what he talking about. Let me
He was like, wait a minute, when they won the first.
See, that was an Aaron moment.
Years ago. That was a super smart moment. Like,
that way you gotta know technology, right?
Right. Like, look, I'm not real big on sports like that.
No, I am big on sports. Like I play sports. No, I play sports.
Which sport?
I play soccer and
the
football.
Real football.
Like soccer. Yeah, football.
Oh, okay.
And football. Yeah.
Tell them where you from, bro.
I'm from Panama.
Panama?
Yeah, Afro Latino.
Okay.
You speak Spanish?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm finna have a full conversation now.
In Spanish?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my first language.
You speak Spanish?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, she said.
Everybody think I'm Panamanian because I'm black. You know, and they're like, oh, you speak Spanish? That's Panamanian? Oh, it is.
So you're an authentic Enrique.
Yeah. Okay. I'm authentic.
You know, sometimes we just get like, I want to. My name Enrique.
Yeah, my homie named Enrique. We call him Rico. Like,
I haven't met a black Enrique. All the Enriques I met was either black Hispanic, or just Hispanic.
Yeah, man, black Rico.
Yeah, I met
the black version of Enrique.
Oh, Rico. Yeah, and I hate that name. That's a nickname. Yeah, Rico. Yo, can I call you Rico? Like, no.
No,
that's not my thing.
You can call me E or Rique, but not Rico.
Right, you just twist it all up.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to jump into the Grizzly Artist of the Week. He's not going to be able to make it, but we're going to play the song. His name is Joe Smo. It's a hot record, and we're going to jump into it. It is I'm the Man.
Bodies on the boards.
Damn it, I know I'm the man. Pull up, damn. Just look at the haters, they mad. But why y'all mad? Is it because I'm getting bread? And if it's not about getting bread, then y'all can just point at my back. Hold up, damn it, I know I'm the man. Pull up, damn. Just look at the haters, they mad. But why y'all mad? Is it because I'm getting bread? And if it's not about getting bread, then y'all can just point at my back. Hold up. Just look at this real nigga stilo. When I rock, yeah. On white bitch, I feel like a kilo. A straight drop, yeah. No cut, bitch, just jumped off the Bebo. Yo, bitch, do it bad. Then pull the dick out and she dito. Woo! Bitch, I'm the man. I'm the man. And might get the gab, give me this bread. If it ain't about none, then part of my bag. Matter of fact, just part in this bag. Pull out the pots, then pour the water. Baking soda, I got baking soda. Phone lines open, so put it in your order. Hello. Give me 10 minutes, I be on the corner. Hold up, man. Damn it, I know I'm the man. Hold up, damn. Just look at the haters, they mad. But why y'all mad? Is it because I'm getting bread? And if it's not about getting bread, then y'all can just part in my back. Hold up, damn it, I know I'm the man. Hold up, damn. Just look at the haters, they mad. But why y'all mad? Is it because I'm getting bread? And if it's not about getting bread, then y'all can just part in my back. They say man make the money, money never make the man. That's why I'm walking around this bitch like I don't give a damn. And my cash like my dad, bitch, I keep this shit a bang. Niggas faking out this bitch and I'm gonna leave you where you stand. I'm a man before a rapper, shoot it out or I'ma scrap you. Or you're mad because your bitch on my lap and now I'll dab ya. Why you mad? Tell me why you mad. Cause I got cash and I be poppin' tags. Hard designer from head to toe. Not Bruce Leroy, but I got the glow. Or you mad cause I got your hoe. And the whole world screaming Joe Smo. Hold up, damn it, I know I'm the man. Hold up, damn. Just look at the haters, they mad. But why y'all mad? Is it because I'm getting bread? And if it's not about getting bread, then y'all can just part in my back. Hold up, damn it, I know I'm the man. Hold up, damn. Just look at the haters, they mad. But why y'all mad? Is it because I'm getting bread? And if it's not about getting bread, then y'all can just part in my back. Hold up, damn it, I know I'm the man. Just look at the haters, they mad. Damn it, I know I'm the man. Just look at the haters, they mad.
What up? It's your boy Trey Greasy from Word of Mind Radio, and every Tuesday before I dive off into my own show, I'm living life in the purple with M Love and Team Purple, only on IBNX Radio. Can you feel it? Ooh, the purple's all over me. Can you feel it? The purple's on me. Anyway, shout out to Live Life in the Purple. Make sure you catch them Tuesday, same day as us, but a couple hours before from 3 to 5, and then make sure you stay tuned for us, Word of Mind. We gonna get into the telegrams of the week. First one is Jorge Cocina. See, we talking Spanish.
I met Jorge at Sprint because I ordered the iPhone 7. I hope you listen, George. Yes, and I always plug us.
Oh, it's going. It's going down. You got the 7. Guess what?
What?
I'm coming back.
Ooh, yep. I ordered the 7 the other day, and he helped me out so much at Sprint. Shout out to Jorge. He was awesome.
All right, shout out.
And
well, you just did. Him. So make sure you check him out. Jorge.
It's just
Cocina.
George. We over here speaking Spanish. Me and Enrique was over here speaking Spanish, so Trey Grizzy is feeling the Spanish.
Yes, that's right.
Accent.
Feeling the accent in the building.
Right.
And plus it's spelled Jorge and then Cocina. I just thought look, George in the kitchen.
He sounded pretty George to me, but I thought Enrique was just...
Look, and the second one, swear just being honest. I'm not gonna spell that out. It's all correct English. So that's swear _ just _ being _ honest. Make sure you go follow them both. Check them out on Instagram, and make sure you check us out on Instagram at Word of Mind Radio. Check us out on Facebook at Word of Mind Radio, Twitter, Google Plus if you go on that, and then everywhere else, whatever new sites we talking about this tech businesses. What we was talking about? How Instagram? We talking about Instagram? How they done blew up? They started out as a startup,
bought out by Facebook.
Yeah, exactly.
Facebook, Snapchat,
acquired,
owned by the big dog. So, so make sure you check us out, and when the new ones come out, we'll be on there too. So. You can find 9 at Brown Skin Goddess. That's GODIS Goddess. And you can tell them where they can find me.
At Trey Grizzy, TR3 GRIZZY.
Wow, see? We know it.
I got you.
Y'all need to know it too. And make sure y'all tell them again where they can find you. on Instagram or whatever.
Instagram, you can find me C Knowledge. That's knowledge with a C.
With a C.
CNOWLEDGE.
And you see, he got that knowledge because we got just jumped all off the bed. So he got deep with us. We're gonna have to invite him back.
Yeah, he was fun.
He gonna be our new
He was, and you I like how he kept spinning it back to Spotify. Yeah, because see, that's what we do over here.
Marketing.
Excellent marketing.
I wish Atlanta didn't have bad traffic. I would have been here earlier.
Hey, we don't blame me.
No. But I'm Enrique. You can find me at DLXEDN. That stands for Deluxe Edition. That's on Instagram.
All right, and we'll see y'all next week. Make sure you tune in 7 to 9 on IBNX Radio.
Peace out.
Peace.
Crazy Cajun and hey, we catch up next time. Let your mind turning up, same place, same time. Next Tuesday night, word of mine. At the show where you go, start your week alright.
All right. Enough of that. Show's over. You ain't gotta go home, but we do. Peace.
IBNX Radio.
For your peoples.
Yeah.